Welcome to Sporters Volleyball Club YouTube channel. We are live from LUGOGO M10 Arena, broadcasting the Uganda Volleyball Federation Volleyball League. My name is Memory Dube, aka Coach Memza. I'll be on the commentary and analysis here for Sky Volleyball Club and Prisons Volleyball Club. Both these two teams at the moment are at the bottom of the table standings, with Sky at the bottom of the bottom and then fighting for to go above. Prisons is fighting to go above Sky, to stay above Sky, and Sky is fighting to go above Prisons. And both these two teams have a history of just being teams that can really disturb other teams when it comes to playing. So we will see today if they're going to disturb each other in that regard. We have on the Sky side, Setter Ivan starting, followed by jersey number 10 there, Sam who's playing on the left side, and then on the opposite side, jersey 7 is Shafiq, and then first is a net touch there in the middle. Another point there, a point there for Sky on their first side out. That ball was too tight, but then he managed to get it on court. That is Ashraf. I'll be joined here by none other than Shamira, and the ref calls there for a carry. It looks like we're starting with errors in this game as Sam goes, takes another error after Prisons had hit that ball outside. Three is the score there. Is both these two teams are starting to make statements. They're hitting the floor hard. Ivan kind of loves having things that there's no one in position for. It comes very, very close to the net. So jersey number 10 did go up to block the setter. However, Ivan just took it a bit further away, and that's quite a clever dump, and definitely coming from him and with the experience that he has. Martin takes that ball out. It looked like a good set from here. It was a good pipe set, but unfortunately he couldn't get good contact on it and takes the ball out. Setter confirming that one. However, Martin still is not comfortable, and it results in a point again. So Prisons are leading now 7-5, and those are pretty good break points for them, and they take the lead for the set. They seem to be picking on Sam there. However, he's passing well. It's just his team that I believe is not really siding out well, and that's a good pick from position 6. They will Sam score that one, and lots of skill used there. The ball was forcing him to go diagonal as the set had not reached. However, he manages to channel that to one as he sees that the defense on one has already moved. Another serve error from Sky. I mean, the serve errors, I think it would make sense for me if someone makes a serve error and they're putting on the speed, but those ones are balloons. So how do they go out? So they need to adjust their technique. They need to adjust their contact as well, even as the lead is maintained by Prisons. Another serve error. So this game has really started with quite lots of errors, from attack errors, serve errors, net errors, all kind of errors, Shamira. Yeah. The side blockers are doing a good job there on catching that ball. However, double touch by the setter.
And tough pick there from Martin. Free ball goes to Prison, and Ate just makes an error there, an attack error in the net there. Yes, Ate was also a former player of Sky, and an opposite there in Sky, but he switched to Prisons. Service there from Sam on Sky side. And the setter sets up the middle there, but they're unable to get that point. And that is Onsana. And Onsana was also in Sky Volleyball Club as well. But that's a good serve from Sam. Again, good serve, tough pick there for the libero. This time Ate comes in high off the hands and gets that point off the fingers, very high. Good touch there from the blockers, but the defense on the Sky side is unable to keep it in play. Good attack there from Ashraf. Sky is really looking forward to catching up these points. They've gotten that middle to work, and now they are having that service. And we see Manut is also coming on, so that brings on a higher block as well. And Ashraf is going into serve.
Shamira, one of the things that we noted last time the Sky played a game, I think they were playing Elion and me and you were up here, was that if Sky gets those passes right, Ivan doesn't hesitate. He really gives those middle, which I think kind of helps Sky, because their middle can play very well. However, they may need to block on the outside as we saw just that ball going there. And the Prisons also relying so much on the two. I'm one of a believer that that's how volleyball should be played. You play middle, you play two. You play middle, you play two. I don't know. What do you think, Shamira?
I think it's a good type of, because middle is also tough to block as well as two, and the ball in two tends to be a little short. So by the time the blockers are coming in to get that ball, you can have already gotten that point. So I think if you play your middle and your two very well, you have a high chance of being the winner.
I agree as well. I think that's also even scientific. It's quite a bit difficult for players to move to go and block those two.
Service there from Shafiq. Of course, ball goes to Ochabal there in 4, and they're taking advantage of having a short block there on the Sky side from Ivan, and Ochabal just shuts that ball down into the ground and is able to push Prisons further and further. And as we speak, of course, these two are battling it out at the bottom of the table at the moment. They're trying right now. If the league were to end, they would actually be in the relegation zone. So Prisons is looking to get 3 points away from this game, and Sky also wants to get points to come out of the red line.
Yes, that's true. There, Shamira. Before you started here, I had said it's a battle of who's going to be at the bottom. So Sky is fighting to go above, and Prison is fighting to stay where they are. That's what I said earlier on. But we see Prisons having the upper hand right now, and they seem to be really pressurizing Sam on that safe wrist.
Yes, they are going after him so much, but this time the libero Droopy is there. Good defense on the side of Prisons. Ball goes to Sam this time. He's shut down, but the libero is there on that defense. And again, ball goes to Ashraf. It's kept alive. The setter obviously sends that Ochabal, but it lands in the hands of Manut. The setter for Prisons knows that Ivan is blocking in position 2, so he's sending those balls in 4 to his attackers.
That's true. And at the same time, Ivan, some of those balls that he set, I feel were a bit too not so high. That's why his middles couldn't manage to get that point. But eventually, they got that point anyway.
Yes. This time, Ate can only give a free ball. Setter picks that up, and it's sent over by Martin. Again, free ball on the Prison side. And this time, it's an error there from the outside attacker on the side of Prisons. It's not an error. It's not something you'd want to see really in this moment. And that is an error from Justin there.
Yeah, and Justin has been doing well. I think that should be his first error. He's been really going high on those blocks, especially considering that he's being blocked by Ivan. A free ball.
And that is You could actually hear that from here. It was contact from the attacker.
Yeah, it was contact. He missed
He
it
didn't
there.
get that ball quite well, and it just went outside.
So Prison's really hanging on to that lead there. However, it feels like it has reduced, because Sky have got a side out right now. So let's see how they use that side out. But that's an overpass and safely blocked right there. I still trying to get the names of the Prison's players.
Yes, and we can see that Prisons continues to push their lead. It's now back to 3 points, and a service is coming in there from the Prisons side. And of course, going after Sam again, and they get it. It's, an overpass and shut down there by Justin on Ivan. And Sky is calling their
So that's the time, yeah.
service there. Sky coming in from their timeout, and Sam is able to get that point. I think it's a lucky point.
Yeah, it is. It is a lucky point. But also knowing how Ivan starts, I thought that was going to go to middle. The quality of the pass and how his middles normally convert for him. But anyway, they managed to gain that point.
Yes. And now, of course, Sky is having their 3 attackers on. So Ivan is off. So they know that blockers are there. But that's an impressive defense there off the head of the middle there. Shot number 1 of Umusana of Prisons. But Ate just puts that ball in the net.
Yeah.
And you can see Sky is also trying to catch up. And these are the most crucial points of sets. This is where you know who is taking it really. And that's another error from Prisons. And I think if Prisons doesn't clear up those errors, Sky could take advantage because they're having the service and they're just giving that ball to Prisons side. But Prisons are not just getting that point. They're having their setter on the front court, 2 attackers. The setter is looking for Ate from the back court. Ivan, service. Good service there. Ball is... Oh, it's unfortunate there. They tried to keep it alive, but it's out. And we are back level.
Oh, yes, we're back level, and they call for a timeout. I think Prisons, to me, sort of it's trying to rush the game to get that 1 point instead of just passing it high and letting the setter think about who is he going to distribute that ball to. So they really need, if they want to stay in the set, even as we've seen Sky come back, win those 3 points. So they just need to think about it. Let's see if the timeout works.
Yes, I think it could make a difference. But then, of course, this timeout is giving Sky a chance as well to maybe see how they can continue to keep the lead here. Of course, Ivan is still there in the service box, and he's putting that service pressure on the side of Prisons. He's pushing them to make errors on the passing, and he's actually getting what he's looking for. This time he goes high to the libero, and the ball is to the setter, but it's a good block there from Ashraf. And that ball goes out, and Sky is in the lead. I think this is the first time that we are seeing Sky being ahead of Prisons.
I also still believe that ball hadn't crossed the net, So, yeah, and you can tell right there that...
Oh, it's an error there from Ivan.
That Ate was really saying, oh, something is not working out. We could see him shaking his hand there.
But now, of course, Sky is now also going to have a feel of that service pressure now. And let's see, it's 19-19, guys, and this is where it gets interesting, like I keep saying. This is where the challenge actually starts. It's quite a good pick there from Drupi. And of course, Ashraf takes it down. He finishes it. And that's a good decision there from the setter. He knows his middles are giving him points.
Yeah.
And he's going for them. You can see the connection was good from him. We are having now Ashraf and Shafiq and Martin on the front court there. So this is a good lineup there for Sky on the front court. It's an advantage for them. And I think maybe they could use it and go away with the set. And Sam is also quite a good server.
Yeah. If they choose to block well, they might as well get those points. And that ball going out there.
Yes, it is out.
Yeah.
Skies think Prisons think there was a touch, but that ball went out. And we can see the captain coming in to speak to the referee. But we saw that the ball was out.
The ball was out.
Here.
So
unless maybe there was a touch that we didn't see.
The ball was out. So Ochabal's call as the captain is not successful. They will have to contest for another point, even as they are down by 2 points.
Good block there. Oh, it's a block out, unfortunately.
Yeah,
block out there for Sky. And again, we are. Service there from Prisons. Ball goes to Shafiq, and it's an error there. That ball does not cross, and he has one block.
He was looking for the ground, so he cupped his hand too early, and unfortunately he went on the net right there.
Yes, and you see, we are in the late game, and I think these players need to know. I think the setter needs to get someone to score for him, especially if he gets that good catch, because the middles have been going. And again, he looks for Shafiq. Good touch, good attack there. He's able to this time go through the hands there of Ochabal and get that point. And Sky is back in the lead, but of course, it's not over until it's over.
I think it's always an advantage to have right side attackers who are left-handed, man. I mean, in my head, I always imagine them scoring all the goals. And we see a backward height there. And Ivan was right there, but he was still moving. So that's how he couldn't play that ball up.
Yes, and of course, Prisons is back a level. But Prisons had a big lead earlier, but you can see that the competition has just really caught up on them. And they've made a substitution here, and Omusana is out.
Omusana is out and is replaced by Godfrey.
Yes. And I think Godfrey is on to serve, to bring that service pressure on Sky. Let's see if he can actually achieve that goal. It's not a very tough challenge there on the serve for Martin. Martin just picks that up and just goes for it as well and gets that point. And
I think that was quite a too simple a save, man. If you're going to go out there and you're told save, unless maybe if the coach's instructions were just cross it over, but then you might as well have kept the person who was in there, or if you're sent to save and defend, you need to be able to do that.
You know, I always feel that maybe servers need to target position one, especially if you're a weak server, so that if the reception is sort of like behind the setter, it makes it very difficult. Or if the setter is in 4-5 there, it's still very difficult for them. So if you're a weak server, you need to be able to serve in position one to make it difficult.
But yeah, that's true, because now the setter is to move in 10, and that ball had crossed, unfortunately. They think he blocked the setter's ball, but however, it had crossed and was on Sky's side, and Sky will have a set point.
And we can see there was a change made there for Sky in the setters, and we saw that Ivan is out now, and he's been substituted. And now, of course, the setter on the Sky side is in the service box, and they are having 3 attackers on the net still.
So there we have it, the battle of who's going to be
at the bottom.
At the bottom.
I think maybe whatever the result of this game, I think Prisons could still be up because they've gathered a few points along the way.
Okay.
Yes, and Sky has 0 points at the moment.
All right. We will ask Ken to just give us a look when we get a set break to see what this game means exactly.
Yes, and we see that on the side of Sky.
Benjamin, the other setter, has gotten in there probably
That ball is
for
out,
a
and
service.
Sky goes away with this first set. They fought and caught up, and they've just stolen it just like that.
But what was the reason for getting in Benjamin? Because Ivan is a good saver. He's the one who
No,
saved to make a difference.
they did a double substitution
So they
because
wanted three
Ivan
attackers.
was
All
coming
right, I
on.
get
Yeah.
it. Okay, all right, makes sense. Oh,
Anyway, let's wait and see how the second set will go, because I personally feel we could go 5 sets in this game here.
I really wish we wouldn't go 5 sets because we've seen quite a lot of 5 sets today.
Yes.
But I mean, who knows? Every team has come here to play, so let's see what happens.
And of course, set 2 is underway here, and Sky has taken that first point of the set here against Prisons. And of course, like we said, it's a battle there. They are both in the red line, and they will be looking to, both of them will be looking to go away with maximum points here to push themselves away from that danger zone. The setter is serving on the side of Prisons. Okay, good pick there from Martin. And ball goes to Sam, and he is blocked on court. That ball is on court. Good block there from Prisons. I think the Sky side misread that ball, and they thought it could have been a block out, but they are surprised to see that ball actually lands on court. And again, Prisons takes the lead here, the first lead of this set. Good service again from the setter. This time, Ivan goes to Ashraf and he gets that point. And we continue to mention how the middle is giving them the good play. When Sky is middle going, they are putting up a very impressive play here. Oh, it's another service error from Sky. 2 service errors already from the side of Sky. And of course, you can see the points that Prisons has. So definitely one is a block and the other 2 are service errors from Sky. So you can see that Sky is not having a good start in the service box.
Yeah, and that's pretty much what happened in the first set as well, yeah?
So they are really not getting those serves on as they should.
And from the 4 points that Prison has, 2 points have been blocked, which is a very good way to start a set, getting those break points. The differences, they really mean a lot. You know, blocks, I'm one person who always talk about get those blocks, get those aces, because those are points that, you know what, you definitely know are a plus.
Yes, and there's a block touch there on the side of Sky. And of course, that ball is also on court and on the side of Prisons. And Sky gets that point. Ashraf is going into serve and receive. Manut has come on front court as well.
A touch on that ball, Sky Prisons manages to keep that 2 point lead. Ojilong is on the net. They are fishing, even when that ball was a very high dump, 4-5. Prison still leading. Another mistimed ball there or mistimed set, which causes gives the Sky the chance to level it up at 5-5. This game is going a bit slow, such that even on our commentary side, we're going according to the pace of the game. Going on the side of blocker there, Ivan, is Justin, who in this game I think has really managed Shamira to make a couple of decent points for Prisons.
Yes, he's really doing quite a good job there for them. And of course, Prisons again back in the lead. Service there from Ate. He goes after Martin in position 4. But that ball is just shut down by Manut. Good attack there from him. And also credit to the setter to just set him up quickly.
Yeah.
And they're able to get that point.
Yeah, because that pass was really shooting to the setter. He didn't have time to think about it, to say, where do I set? But he just managed to get his hands on it. And that's basically the tactic with those sets. You just lift it up. And if your middles are always following, then it means they're on.
Yes, and the service there from Martin. Ball goes to Ate. He can only send over a free ball, and it's picked by Ivan. I felt like maybe there was a line fault
Oh yes,
there.
I saw it as
Yes.
well. I saw it as well, and
There's
the
a fault
referees
there from
saw it as
Shafiq.
well. That's good watching from the ref, just as you were commenting about it.
Yes.
That's a positive by the refs.
Again, Ate serves. Good pick there from Droopy. Again, Manut comes in hard through the middle. Are you saying most of the scores for Sky are coming through the middle? So of course Ivan has to just keep
Keep playing that
getting
middle
them
because the pass
moving.
is not bad. The pass is coming through, so just keep playing that middle.
And you can see the blockers were a little late there. I don't know why they delayed on the other side.
My only worry though, Shamira, is have you ever noticed how we have our attackers jumping just where the set is? It's like our attackers are not having that broad jump. And I was just reminded there as I saw Manut jumping for that ball. I think that's one key thing to improve in our Ugandan volleyball. The broad jump where you take off from regarding your contact as well.
Yes.
So yeah.
We need to work on it really. I think we need to just really work on the basics completely, because these days the basics are not something people care about so much. They just care about you've learned to send the ball, you've learned to serve, you've learned to just push the ball over the net. If it comes to you, you can play it, but we don't have that basic of how should you play the ball to get it in a position very well.
And that's how you see when a team serves and they make a gap of 5, the other team can equally save. That's a good attack there from the middle.
I think it's the first middle attack, clean middle attack that I'm
yeah,
seeing.
Omusana going very hard there.
Yeah.
Yes, as I was still saying, Shamira, that's how teams are able to say, oh, let them save, we'll also catch up with save, because we are not training the basics of passing. At least for most teams that I've done commentary on, I've noticed that even liberos are really struggling with that pass.
Yes, and we can see a good block there. Finally, Prison is able to stop Ashraf there in the middle, and they get that block. And again, they're taking the lead here, 2 points lead. And
that's 3 blocks. Points are already 10, and blocks are already 3. That's very good statistics in terms of volleyball in any set.
It's good attack there from Sam. He's stepping up his game today, really. We can see he's trying to push. When that ball comes to him, he tries to get a point. But I think that is even the advantage of getting your middles going.
Yeah,
they're moving, and then when you put that one ball outside, you know
the outsiders know what
point.
to do. Yeah, you're right, Shamira. The outsiders know, do I go line or do I go? But mostly, you just have to go on that diagonal.
Yes, again, Ate gets that point off of the hands on the block there. So it's a good attack from him. The set seemed to sort of be out of system, but you can see he just goes hard on the block there, and he's able to get that point.
I think first set, Shamira, that's what we saw. Wasn't Prisons was leading with these 2 points until the dying minute. So I'm not sure what to expect here, because I still see that kind of setup happening. Because obviously Sky has got that experience, and there you go, 10-11. They've managed to side out there.
Yes. And of course, it gets interesting as we get into these points. Of course, the game is still early, but we are pushing into those teen points where it gets very hot, and teams have to side out and see who is making for them those points. And for Prisons, really, they have to make sure they keep their lead, because they're already 1 set down on Sky.
Yeah.
It's a good attack there from the middle. Omusana again.
And he's even promising the blocker that Iwe, I will come back again. We saw him point a finger right there, which to me, most of the times, I think that's lack of sportsmanship right there. You know, you're allowed to celebrate with your team, but on the opponent, I think, we need the players need to work on that.
Good play there from Martin. I think he chooses not to go very hard, and he's able to get that point. Sometimes I think you just don't need to go hard.
It's all about points.
Yeah, you just need to get a point.
Another middle there. So he's also learned that, you know what, let me keep this middle running, and we see him setting to jersey number 11. That's
Ojilong.
Ojilong.
Again, service there from Mate.
Middle.
This time the setter doesn't give the middle, but it's an error there from Martin. And we saw the middle blocker of Prisons was a little bit late.
Yes,
but
yes.
Martin just makes an error there. And Ajuni is coming on for Manut there.
I really thought he was going to set, I mean, considering what he's been doing and how good that pass was, I really expected that to be a middle set there. And now it has led to an increased gap in terms of the scores.
Yes, but this time Martin is able to go through and get that point. I don't know what prompted the substitution there to bring on Ajuni and take out Manut there. But let's wait and see maybe what difference he could bring to the team.
Yeah, I also don't seem to see what led to that difference. Could there be some errors that he was doing that we missed out? Or maybe it's a strategy, it's what they agreed on.
Yes, and it's a good attack there from Prisons, from Justin, and he's able to get that side out. Again, Prisons is edging further and further away, but we saw these same scores in the first set, and Sky was able to make a comeback and go away with it. Service, good pick. This time, Ajuni comes in hard through the middle, but that is out. An error there from him. I think they thought that ball was on, but it just goes out.
Yeah, it is. He did turn his hand and his hip there, and thereby ended up going out.
Again, Drupi gets that catch, and again, Seta tries to go to Ajuni, but doesn't get that point.
So you see what we were talking about just now about what called for that substitution, because Manut seemed to, I mean, he might not have been blocking, maybe that's what they were looking at, but in terms of getting them that side out, I thought he really had a decent above 60% getting on all those balls. But what's his name? Ajuni come on and has missed both the balls. One taking it wide and the other one on the net right there. His speed also seemed pretty much slow.
Yeah, but I think he's quite a faster attacker than Manut there. But I don't know why they would take Manut out in this moment, because I thought he was still doing okay.
We live to see if the timeout works for them.
Service there, and
Ace
service. I think by the looks of it, Prisons really has a strong hand this time.
Justin gets an A save, yeah. The block fumbles there, but also Sam had hit the band. However, he manages to score that one. Sam looked like he had started this game very well, but I think lately, because the setter has been giving mostly the middle, that's why it seems as if he's a bit quiet. But yeah, he's been really getting points for Sky. The 5-point gap, it seems like it's too hard for them to cover this, to cover that gap.
Surely Prison seems like they could be going away with this set.
Yeah, I agree. It's now a 6-point gap, and Sky is not looking as fierce as they were, man. When they played Elion, they might have lost, but it was close. The game was fun. The game was interesting. So I'm not sure if it's the opponent that they're playing today, or if it's also partly them as well.
Yes, they were trying to fight so much on Elion, but I think maybe they will catch up with this set. Like I said, I feel we could go 5 sets here. If we don't go 5 sets, I'll surely be quite surprised because these teams both just match each other quite well, and I feel we could go 5 sets.
Yeah, and they're playing almost the similar game of those middles and then outside.
It's a tough pick there. But Prison gets that point there. And it's really an impressive play there from Okanya Solomon. Yeah.
I agree with Akanya Solomon there. A ball is off system, yeah. It hasn't been passed well. It's your defensive specialist, the libero, take that ball. So let go for it. You get a point. Compared to if he had chosen,
Just push it off.
pushed over.
A good pick there to and get the point off the hands there. It's a good.
Yeah, it's a good play. They just out of the related, not point. The points difference. They're playing. They are point for point.
And Prison needs to just finish it because they struggle to make that. And of course, Martin and is able to give Sky another point as they edge closer to reaching up. So,
4 point. They do it. They've Ivan at the back. They've got the libero on Sam. I feel like it's in their hands because all these three can manage to put any ball any day.
oh, impressive play there, Ate.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that get that point. Good play
But also
from
the set jumping for that ball that almost looked like it was an overpass was so good. And that's another break point for them, and the lead is back to 5. So yeah, like you said, the set might be gone.
service there again from Solomon. And this time, Shafiq gets that point. And Sky shows that they are still pushing to be able to go away with this one as well.
Timeout they called by
The prisons.
Prisons. The gap has reduced to 3 points again.
Sky is really pushing them very, very hard on this one.
Chotia wanoga tong'ambi. Sama. Mantap.
Vamos.